Nuclear. Russian President Vladimir Putin has upped the ante and allowed the use of nukes. According to these latest reports, he has approved an updated nuclear doctrine and warned, it's a warning to the US with the new nuclear doctrine. Remember, this comes just after reports that Biden had approved the use of US missiles in Russia, the use by Ukraine, and this was something that was expected to get a big reaction from Russia, given that till now US missiles, long-range missiles, were not being used in Russia by Ukraine, but US President Joe Biden allowed or gave the nod rather to the use of these long-range missiles, and now this can be seen as a reaction to that big development that was anyway expected to really raise the tempers when in the Russia-Ukraine war. And now the latest news coming in that the Russian President Vladimir Putin has allowed the broader use of nukes. He's approves the updated nuclear doctrine and a warning to the US with this new nuclear doctrine, a reaction really to the US's move of allowing Ukraine to use long-range missiles, allowing Ukraine to use US missiles for use inside of the Russian border. So this now this reaction coming with Putin updating the Russia's nuclear doctrine after Biden.
What up, Black family? This is Super Mike. I just want to touch in on this and weigh in on this because I've been seeing a couple of people across the internet who are so fucking small-minded that they go against everything good. I mean, you got people that are so angry, so disappointed that the vegetable Biden lost. I mean, and it was, so what? I voted for Cornel West because I know that that's what needs to happen for black people. But, you got a lot of people still believing in this integration crap. Black folks, this is what I want to tell black people. You guys got to get out of this bullshit worrying about. We are supposed to be diverting our energy into getting our reparations, which is independent of white people. Repairing our community, we can do this. It's slower, but we can do this ourselves. And we need to be putting our energy towards that. Getting territory, land, control of that, political, economic control of areas, and building ourselves up. That's what our efforts should be now. That's like our whole community focus should be on that. But y'all want to be on, a lot of y'all, I should say, most of y'all, want to be included in this political game. And then you run around here talking about like it's a big deal, like, oh, how come if Donald Trump isn't racist, how come he's not bringing black people into it? He's not appointing any black people. This is a white civil war. This is a white society war, world war, and civil war at the same damn time. White Russia, white Ukraine, white damn Middle Easterners. This is their shit. And they fucking know it. You don't know it. You see, if they bring you into it, you're thinking some bullshit. You're thinking some damn integration shit. They are fighting for their domination line.
We've been closer to World War III than we are today under Joe Biden. A global conflict between nuclear-armed powers would mean death and destruction on a scale unmatched in human history. It would be nuclear Armageddon. Nothing is more important than avoiding that nightmare. We will avoid it, but we need new leadership. Every day this proxy battle in Ukraine continues, we risk global war. We must be absolutely clear that our objective is to immediately have a total cessation of hostilities. All shooting has to stop. This is the central issue. We need peace without delay. In addition, there must also be a complete commitment to dismantling the entire globalist neocon establishment that is perpetually dragging us into endless wars, pretending to fight for freedom and democracy abroad, while they turn us into a third world country and a third world dictatorship right here at home. The State Department, the defense bureaucracy, the intelligence services, and all of the rest need to be completely overhauled and reconstituted to fire the deep staters and put America first. We have to put America first. Finally, we have to finish the process we began under my administration of fundamentally reevaluating NATO's purpose and NATO's mission. Our foreign policy establishment keeps trying to pull the world into conflict with a nuclear-armed Russia based on the lie that Russia represents our greatest threat. But the greatest threat to Western civilization today is not Russia. It's probably, more than anything else, ourselves and some of the horrible USA-hating people that represent us. It's the abolition of our national borders. It's the failure to police our own cities. It's the destruction of the rule of law from within. It's the collapse of the nuclear family and fertility rates like nobody can believe is happening. It's the Marxists who would have us become a godless nation worshiping at the altar of race and gender and environment. And it's the globalist class that has made us totally dependent on China and other foreign countries that basically hate us. These globalists want to squander all of America's strength, blood, and treasure, chasing monsters and phantoms overseas while keeping us distracted from the havoc they're creating right here at home. These forces are doing more damage to America than Russia and China could ever have dreamed. Evicting this sick and corrupt establishment is the monumental task for the next president, and I am the only one who can do it. I'm the only one that can get the job done. I know exactly.
And you running around here don't understand, no matter how many times people are trying to explain to you, this is how they protect their dominance. Their ancestors beat your ass, killed you, okay, enslaved you, stole your labor. They won't give the fucking money back because that's giving their labor money back to us. That's their that's why they don't want to pay reparations. It's not about any of the excuses, but they're going to have to pay it. But that is what this is about. Okay? This is why Trump, he knows, he's like, you guys are turning us into something different. It's about they are arguing over the methodology of white supremacy. I got some people talking about it's not white supremacy, it's Jewish supremacy. That's their shit. Okay? Like, bro, if y'all don't understand this stuff, this is what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was trying to tell you. This is their interpretation of all our scriptures. This is in all of their science. This is why you think you're included. It's because they lied to you. You are included as a slave, a beast of burden. They get to steal from your generations every generation. They get to dominate your kids. You have to ask them for jobs. It's a threat if you get notoriety. It's a threat if you're in power. Okay? If you want to have a freak off parties like which we shouldn't want to do at all, but I'm just saying this is what they do. If you try to do what they do, like Puffy did, that's a threat. They can just take you out. Because that's not our culture. Y'all try to be included. And this is why all the mayors, they get indicted, because they're doing the same thing the white folks, they see the white people do the same thing. And they try to repeat this stuff. But you are in a system of white supremacy. That's what it's called. at any time. They can pick and choose when they enforce it on you. And it gives you an illusion that you have some rights. You got these Moorish people, you got sovereign citizens, all this shit, you know, and that's good. You know, I think that's kind of, I understand our trajectory, those of us who try to become sovereign and all this type of stuff, but it's not, you can't do it alone. You have to wake up your community. You have no protection going out there with even a few thousand of you, even 10,000 of you. If you are trying to do that and form a nation of like 10,000 people or something, you don't have no protection. You need a couple million, 3, 4, 5 million of black American people who have your same lineage, think like you. That's how this has to happen. And so if the people are asleep, that's what, you know, we got to go through the process, the pain and the irritation of trying to wake folks up. So, you know, like I said, y'all worrying about, you're not going to be able to live in white folks' society when they, whatever this thing settles down to, they want to kick out what they call illegal immigrants. They're going to also want to solve the problem of their racial miscegenation thing. They're not going to want black people having babies with their kids. And this is a good thing. This is what you need, a swift kick in your fucking ass. And a lot of people, y'all think that we're being ignorant for doing that. It's not that having children with white people is evil or something, but it's a threat to them. They're going to understand and stop lying to themselves. They're realizing, like, this is a threat to us. We are not going to be white people anymore. Keep with this going on. And Donald Trump told you that. So he's only including people in his administration who understands this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Alex Jones, he was considered fringe and kooky, which a lot of people still want to consider him that. But he's now mainstream. Right, just that quick. You know, like I said, guys, hopefully y'all try to understand what's really happening. Okay? This is the idea that's in their head. And people are trying to explain this stuff to some of y'all, but y'all keep rejecting. Well, we don't have to believe that. That's conspiracy theory. It's not true. This and that. This is it. This is what you're looking at. So this here is gonna, your only solution. Now, some of y'all can reject it and go out there and try to do your own damn thing, but your real solution is to wake up your black folks, wake up your own people, start working in, we don't have to be included in their stuff. Start developing our own areas. Make sure we create systems that we create, whether it's your business, whether it's your family thing. Make sure your people understand the real world. This is how it's forming out to be. People going to have to start developing their own. And that's how this is going to play out, and especially in the next century. And our reparations it's going to be reparation and separation, because that's going to be the solution. It's not going to be segregation, because they're not going to control us. Okay? That's where we have our fight at. Okay? When they want to start doing the segregation bullshit, that's not going to fucking happen. But separation, meaning we're going to have our own area that we control, and they are not allowed there. They are not allowed there. We are conducting our own business, and we will be able to defend ourselves. That is what's going to be allowed, and that's what's going to be promoted. And it's not going to be up to them to. That's something that is going to have to happen, because we're going to demand it. And so anyway, I just wanted to kind of put that out there. Tell me what you guys think. This is the way of the world now, And let's get it.
You to take responsibility and build for yourself. This is why racist white people look right, because they're like, all y'all want is a handout. This is what they say.
Yep.
All you want is a handout.
Yep.
Now, those of us who have leadership qualities and follow guidance from leadership, etc., we say do for self, and we exercise that by doing it as best as we can.
Right.
But you have a system that genuinely does not care about us. We have to get this through our head. Well, Reza, we get the popular vote. If we get this, Reza, we go meet with them. If we, bro, it is hard for a lot of our people to realize this, because we genuinely have that white Jesus complex.
We do.
Still.
We do.
We really massa please. That sky daddy is real for a lot of people. Again, they're trying to rationalize insanity. Well, maybe this time, maybe that time. This may be one of the only times where I don't have too much of a comment, because this is literally the last time where we should have any belief in the presidential system whatsoever.
Right, for sure.
If you have not gotten it by now, you'll never get it. When it comes to our belief in this system of things, it is over. It is a done deal.
Right.
Now, whether if you are for Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, that is up to you. The reality is no presidential candidate is our savior.